Hello viewers and welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center, and this is our live watch along show. And you know what? It is the Champions League 2024-2025 season with the new European Cup format rolled out. Midweek football got a little more complicated, but don't worry. We'll be here to do justice to all those complications if you just stay tuned to Premier Sport Fan Center and listen to what we are dishing out to you. Yeah, today is another big match, big encounter between it's like just like a repeat of the 2023 final. Manchester City host Inter Milan in a mouth-watering clash between the England and the Italian champion, just like we saw in the final of 2023. But hey, here City have looked utterly imperious to begin this season, starting with 4 wins from 4, and Erling Haaland is truly ridiculous with 9 goals in 4 matches. That is wonderful. Yeah, the Norwegian has 9 goals in the league already, including 2 hat-trick. A relentless force of nature. What, I don't know what kind of nature right now we call him, but hey, let's see if he will continue without momentum in this encounter today against Inter Milan. Remember, Inter Milan also are unbeaten, but in a slightly different fashion. Yeah, where we see Simone Inzaghi have 2 wins and 2 draws, not like Manchester City who have 4 games, 4 wins. Yeah, but hey, we see 2 wins here, 2 draws. But let's see today at the end of the 90 minutes who will be the true champions. But yeah, a lot of things to talk about in this encounter. Well, on the other hand, we're having another match. That is the match between PSG versus Girona, the debutant. We'll be here to analyze all the happening here, but I will not be alone to talk about this exciting moment in this Champions League match day 2. Yesterday we saw a lot of teams play, but hey, we'll get back to that later. As I introduce to you the guest in the house, the great analyst Yamite himself. How do you do today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening,
Yeah.
Solomon. It's another day to talk about the most prestigious club competition in the world. Most young chaps, upcoming talents, this is the biggest stage they've dreamt of all their life. And the big boys playing the big competition. So, tonight, Man City Inter, a repeat of the 2022 final on the 2023 final on the men.
Yeah.
And also PSG are the finalists in 2020 on the menu too. So promises to be an exciting night of football.
Yeah, promises to be an exciting night of football. Yeah. The debutant Girona faced a tricky opening assignment against Paris Saint-Germain, and after Sunday 4-1 defeat to Barcelona, definitely Mikel, that is the coach of Girona, will know a drastic improvement is what is needed today to pick even probably a point in this encounter versus PSG, who right now are not in bad form at all. And to our viewers, wherever you are watching us from, you know how we do it in Premier Sport Fan Center. During our live watch along show like this, it is not just the analyst in the studio and the anchor. It is about you. It is about you, and it is about all football lovers. So we wish and we just hope and we also plead to you to be part of this show today. By sending in your live comments, whatever your thoughts are, and also liking our show. And also, if possible, if you have not subscribed before, please do way to subscribe. That is the only way you can support us to keep us running in this football business here. So, Mike, what are your expectations in this encounter?
Yeah, I just want to see football. I want to see 2 teams that wants to go at each other ready to take their chances when it's presented to them. PSG, this is one trophy that has eluded them for years. They've been investing a whole lot just to bring Champions League glory to the home ground, to the home ground right now. I think it's going to be an exciting season, more matches, more stressful for the players. But I think they just have to make do with whatever it presents.
Yeah. Oh, but do you see Manchester City repeating what they did in the final in 2023-2022 season?
It's still early to think about that because we don't know. Sometimes you can be on form in your domestic league and the Champions League be a mess. Sometimes you be in form in Champions League league, and the league will be a mess. So it just depends at the end of the day.
Yeah, it just depends at the end of the day. And right now it is Manchester City in Alan. Oh, that one has been cleared out by the defense of Inter Milan. And again, the Inter Milan try to attack from the midfield. Can they go for a counter here? But dispossessed by the brilliant midfielder there, Rodri, one of the Ballon d'Or nominee. Yeah, look at that beautiful recovery. He just marked his man. Collected the ball from him so easily, like a child counting 1, 2, 3 in school.
Yeah, one player that has really improved this season has to be Grealish. You have to see the way he's taking the game to the opponent, including in the Premier League. And look at what he provided for Haaland. Just remaining a little bit for Haaland to convert that one. And we know Haaland for one thing, he knows how to convert chances.
Yeah, Haaland knows how to convert chances. And towards the dying embers of last season, we saw Haaland drop his goal scoring. But this season he picked up in a ridiculous way.
Yeah, he picked up this season. Last season he was plagued with injuries. Leaving behind that red side of North London, Arsenal. Leaving behind that red side of North London, Arsenal, because they were in they were in the same WhatsApp group before, but right now Man City has left them behind. Let's see if this season will be Arsenal season, like the fans used to say every now and then. And Savio will attack down the right in this one. We find his teammate Lewis, who returns it back to Akanji, and Man City dominating right here. Rodri. We find Kevin De Bruyne down the left. We try to cross that one, but was blocked by Barella. Barella will attack for Inter, and we run into space, and we find Lautaro Martinez right there, who will link up with Thuram down the right, and it's an offside flag up raised by the lineman against Marcus Thuram right there. Was a bit tired of himself. I think he could have done better that Thuram positioning right there. How come you slept off? You stayed in that offside position till that time.
Talking about Marcus Thuram, is that he has been one player too who has actually, both for his country and for his club. He's doing very well right now. We've seen banging goals, and I do think he can bring it up to here, because we have seen the chances created so far. We have seen his positioning, we've seen his movement, and also his intent. It looks like he's going to get a goal here today.
Yeah, maybe. It just has to do with Man City. The way Man City is coming at Inter, they need to be careful. They need to have that defensive consciousness that, it is Inter. Inter can hurt them. They have guys up front that can really hurt them. And when you look at the setup, the formation, you know that, Man City is one thing that can hurt them, so they need to be very careful at the end of the day.
Yeah, they need to be very careful at the end of the day. But they say, but this is a battle of two champion, Italian champion and English champion. But let's see who will emerge victorious. And before we talk about the format of this year, this thing, it's looking like the big names have to just win so that they can relax, because the format now is that we have 36 clubs, not like the format 32, and all the 36 clubs will be grouped in one single group. As you play, the top 8 automatically qualify for group 16, round of 16. Then the other 16 that is from 9 to 24, now compete between themselves, both home and away. You understand what I'm saying? Then the 8 that qualify now meet the top 8 for round of 16. Then they go back to the conventional style. Then the 12 the 12 that's from 24 downward are eliminated.
12, 16.
Yeah. From 16.
9.
No, for the first one from the first 8.
Yeah, we qualify.
Then 16. Then the next 16 also are still in the competition.
Yeah, that's 9 to 24.
9 to 24. Then the 12 down are eliminated. You understand? Then the 8 will be waiting for the 16 to get 8 out of that 16. Then you now join the 8 for the round of 16.
The setup is just as simple as the first 8 in the group. Why will this now become more competitive? You know, in the former Champions League, when you have that setup, that that 4-man group, you can win 4 of your games and decide to play with the remaining 2. This one, everybody will be serious till the end because it's about the highest number of points and goals.
Yeah.
Because that will count. You can have 9 or 10 teams that are on the same point. So that's why you have to play very well till the end. And now we will see stiffer oppositions from the group stage.
That is why Bayern Munich did not pity for their opponent yesterday. They have to go 9.
Now they are topping the table because of the goal difference.
Because of the goal difference. And Aston Villa, debutant, are behind them.
The debutant, and I think Sparta Prague too won 3-0 today. Against Salzburg.
All right.
And I think
we have those 4 debutants in this competition. Aston Villa, Bologna, Brest.
Aston Villa is not a debutant. Aston Villa has won the Champions League.
No, Aston Villa is one of the debutants. It's not.
They are not. They just they've been off Champions League for over 30 years. But when you say debutant, maybe when they change the name.
When they change the name now, it's when they change the name.
But you know that it's just like now. For instance, now that they are changing the pattern, they should just change the name. So it doesn't mean that they've not been.
But for now, we still count them as debutant. 4 debutants.
They are not debutants.
Yeah, you make a research on that. There are 4 debutants in this competition: Aston Villa, Bologna, Brest, and Girona, who is playing against PSV today. So after maybe your confirmation, you can let us know. But so far they are the 4 debutants in this Champions League this season. So you are talking about the format,
Yeah, so the format, first 8 qualify, 9 to 24 playoffs. What it will bring is more competition. And Aston Villa won the Champions League in 1982. So they cannot be a debutant and win the Champions League. So I think they've been off for over 30 years. That's understandable, but they are not debutants. So and when you look at it now, most of those teams now, we want to take every game as important as they can. And now, instead of playing that home and away format and all, they just you tend to play. I think it will now be total 8 games.
Total of 8 games, 4 away, 4 home.
4 home.
With different. Not like I play your home.
Before it is 3 away.
3 away. Yeah.
3 at home.
Yeah, it's not like I play your home, you play my home. No. You just get 8 clubs. They share you. You play away with 4. You play home with 4.
I think what gave birth to that was the fact that you remember. I think 2 seasons ago they had to eliminate the away goal.
Yeah.
Looking at it, that in football, away doesn't really count any longer because technology has improved. There's still far monitoring for officiating and all. So you can easily win away from home or win at home. So I think that would have been one of the reasons that helped with formatting this new setup. Okay. And Erling Haaland attacking right there, but that was an infringement on Erling Haaland, but the referee chose to look the other way. So PSG in a dangerous area, we shoot. Oh, that was a good save and a good attempt from Marco Asensio, the former Real Madrid forward right there. I think about 4 Champions League with Real Madrid. Asensio. That was a good attempt. That was a good drop ball for Emery. Emery finds Asensio.
Wow, that was a close one.
Don't pick that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That was a close one.
That was very close. But it will be a goal kick to Girona as it is right there. So, 13th minute of that encounter is PSG nil, Girona nil. And straight to that game, Man City, Inter Milan. 14th minute in that one, approaching the 15th minute. In that encounter, and Barella will get the ball and send a long pass forward for his teammate to chase, but I think there'll be an offside flag that will be raised against Carlos right there, but the referee is playing on Akonji. Now with the ball, we link up with Savio, the Brazilian, who just came into the setup from Girona right there. And one thing we keep saying is about too many informations in football. Savio, sweet silk left foot, can dribble from defense to attack. But look at it. if you look at the kind of goal Hendrick scored yesterday, most likely if it's Guardiola, he will be passing that ball. And he just, approached the box and took a shot, and it ended in the back of the net.
Wow.
So, Man City attacking down the right, Lewis with the ball right now. And we run it back to Akanji. Manuel Akanji, the Switzerland international. Rodri in the middle, a contender for the Ballon d'Or this season. Will he be given the Ballon d'Or? Only time will tell. So, a 16th minute, it is Grealish trying to attack down the left. Can he make sense out of this attempt he has at his feet? Yeah, he released there. Kevin De Bruyne takes it back from him. And Grealish at the edge of the box tries to link up with Bernardo Silva. But hey, that pass was blocked by the Inter Milan player. And Inter Milan attacking right there, trying to break on the counter. Attacking down the left. Can they maximize this opportunity? He finds Marcus Thuram. Marcus Thuram, he will shoot. Oh, took a deflection. Oh, was that a deflection?
Yeah, that was a good. That was a deflection.
That would be a goal kick. Yeah, that would be a goal kick to Man City. That was a terrible finish. Look at what Barella dropped right there. What is this?
Oh, that was a terrible
What
finish.
is this?
No, there was no contact on that ball. There was no deflection. Yeah.
I think the weight on that attempt was too light. And it's on his weaker foot though, but he could do better at the end of the day.
All right now it is the 16 minutes into this encounter. Going to the 17th minute here, and it is still goalless in this encounter between Manchester City versus Inter Milan, and it's heating up right now. So let's quickly look at the lineup of this match here between these two sides, where we see Manchester City, the English champion here, playing a 4-3-2-1 formation, while the Italian giant here playing 3-5-2 formation here in this encounter. Then we'll talk about the lineup, the starting lineup for this side, where we have Soma as the goalkeeper of Inter Milan. We have Visek, Achebi, Bastoni, Damian, Barella, Kainoglu, Zelensky, Carlos Augusto, then Terami, then Thuram, Marcus Thuram. That is the lineup for the Inter Milan side there.
Yeah.
Then for Manchester City, where we have Ederson as the goalkeeper, Lewis, Ruben Diaz is there, Akanji, Gavadoil, Silva, Viadol, yeah. Then we have Silva, Rodri, De Bruyne, Grealish, Sevillo, yeah, the Brazilian, yeah, is included today. Then Erling Haaland.
And Celtic is leading 1-0 already. Still PSG 0-0 in that one. 17th minute it is. Man City 18th minute still 0-0. And Club Brugge against Dortmund still 0-0 at the 18th minute of that encounter. So it's still early days. Only Celtic has witnessed a goal in this goal rush 8 p.m. round of fixtures here in West Africa, Nigeria to be precise. So Rodri with the Diaz with the ball right there. We'll find Grealish down the left, and his Man City trying to find pocket spaces to penetrate through this stubborn Inter setup. And the way Inter is set up, you will look at it and say that they are ready to defend with their lives today.
Ready to defend with their life. They are aware of the threat of Manchester City, and it is Manchester City beating momentum from the right through Grealish. Can he beat 3 defender on him? But they decide to go back right now to Erling Haaland, who was not to Erling Haaland, to De Bruyne. And right now the ball is with Savio, who crossed that one and then headed it. Oh, save by the goalkeeper of Inter Milan. What a beautiful header for Erling Haaland. Good cross there for Savio, and he headed it. Was Soma, the goalkeeper of Inter Milan, was just at the right position. He lifted high and he caught that one just like we used to do when we were.
Yeah, it was just a straight header to where the goalkeeper is. He could have, Erling Haaland could put more direction, more the placement on the header right there. He could have done better. Lautaro Martinez is sitting on the bench. Maybe he needs to wake up. Since he signed that contract extension at Inter Milan, he has not really made it count for that team. Yeah, they won the league this past season, last season, but it was instrumental in them winning the league. But it could really, really do better for them this season. They've not started like an house on fire, but they really need to start doing the needful. So Inter we attack down the left. Barella with the ball. We set up his teammate down the left, and what can they do with the ball? He returns it back, and hey, it's Inter in the final third, and he will shoot. Took a deflection and went straight off. The Turkish captain had to make that attempt, but it will be a corner kick for Inter at this point in time.
Yeah, corner kick to Inter at this point in time. We're having a message here. Passes there from the Manchester City side, who are playing in some form of a little touch of tiki-taka here. And into the 18 box. Can they get the first goal here? Oh, good defensive work by the Inter Milan side. Yeah.
Yeah, so Man City will have a throw-in at this point in time down the left. Yeah, the populated midfield, it doesn't look like it because it looks like Man City is dominating play and dominating it clearly right there. Playing at home at the Etihad Stadium is one ground that is a difficult ground for anyone to defeat them at home in that stadium right there. Akanji will find Savio. Savio will link up with Lewis. And we get it back, returns it back to Diaz. Diaz will set it up for his teammate down the left, Viadol. Viadol returns it back to Diaz, and it's the 24th minute of that encounter. Still Man City nil, Inter nil. It is it looks more like a fixture that we might not be seeing too many goals right there.
Yeah, we may not be seeing too many goals right there, but you know, Manchester City on a very good day, they can just pick up and begin to bang goal.
So 3-5-2 it is. Carlos on the left, in the middle Zelensky, Akan, the Turkish captain, and Barella, Damian in the middle, leaving up front Thuram and Taremi. Taremi, I think, standing in today for Lautaro Martinez. I don't know why the coach didn't start with him, but he has his reasons right there. So Man City started with a 4-3-2-1 formation right there, and it's Ederson who started in goal. And when you look at this setup for Man City, they too trying to populate the midfield. It's going to be an exciting fixture because Erling Haaland playing up front with Grealish and Savio playing behind him. So Lewis will find Akanji right there in the defense. So in the defense right there, and Man City wins the ball back, and De Bruyne right there finds Savio in the box. We shoot. It will shoot, but hey, headed out by that Inter Milan defender. Yeah, offside. It is against Man City, against Bernardo Silva, the Portuguese international. Yeah, it was way in an offside position, and I feel it could do better right there from that one. So 26 minutes of that one, still 0-0 at the Etihad Stadium. You can see the pressure mounting on Guardiola. One time you just feel like, oh, it's not really that easy to be a coach. The pressure is something else.
You got to have got to have shock observer, to absorb
shock absorber
to absorb all those shocks, that they come to you. Sometimes you just maybe a match you think maybe you have won, the opponent will just equalize, or probably
you can't be having high blood pressure and say you want to be a coach.
But most time we see Ancelotti chewing gum, it keeps him going. I think some of those things to absorb those pressure that comes to him.
Yeah, when you look at it, the pressure is real. The heat can be really hot, when they say the pressure in the game. And that's a good chance for Man City. And Kevin De Bruyne couldn't convert that one. He couldn't set a pass, neither could he convert. He's the captain tonight. Let's just hope if he will be captain fantastic in this encounter.
Yeah, let's see. But that was one was side netted. You know, he had the ball from the left wing, tried
He
to
didn't
cross
get
that
the
one. Yeah,
desired touch
yeah, he
on
didn't
that
get the
ball.
desired touch, and he went side netting there. And you know, the Italian side have actually, you know, they want to sit deep, wait for a moment of counter against the Manchester City side. That is what they actually depend on.
Not that depending on it, but when you look at Man City, if they come out to play possession based against Man City, it will be very, very difficult at the end of the day. So they just have to make do with whatever they can at this point in time. So and I think their best bet is to absorb pressure and try to hit Man City on the counter.
Yeah, absorb pressure and trying to hit Man City on the counter. But right now, it is Man City with the ball, yeah, from the right wing trying to go back there. But this time around, they succeeded sending the back pass to the goalkeeper, Ederson, who returned that one to the middle of the park. And from the goalkeeper to the left wing, and yeah, it's the Bruno with the ball. I send that one back to his man, and he run through two defender. Can he link up there? But again, return to the left part of the pitch, and they try to run into the 18 box there, but you can see the lineup of the defense. Grealish has been caught offside again for the second time in this encounter.
Yeah, it seems that the Inter Milan team is actually tilting towards setting this offside trap. I just hope they won't be caught up in it. And PSG in a dangerous area, and we shoot. Oh, that shot was blocked. That shot from Fabian, a follow-up shot. Will go out for a goal kick in that one. PSG throwing everything they got at Girona, but Girona is not folding yet. Look at Hakimi setting up for Fabian Ruiz. His attempt was blocked by that defender. So, and Inter Milan with a good chance to make it one. Oh, that was silly clearance by Ederson. Cleared that one off straight to the opponent instead of letting it roll out for either a corner kick. But a fast one touch straight, but Viado was there to actually clear any danger that can erupt from that. So corner kick to Man City, to Inter Milan, 30th minute of that encounter. Half an hour gone in this game so far, and there's still no goal to show for it.
Yeah, no goal to show for it. Inter Milan have the corner kick from the left side of the pitch. Can they get this goal? Crossing to the 18 box. Oh, punch out by the goalkeeper. The return shot there again, blocked by the defense of Manchester City. Oh, this match is exciting. And you can see it has been an end-to-end battle by these two sides. Inter Milan, you know, trying to get a goal here in this encounter. Now building up from the middle of the park. Yeah, and it's again Inter Milan, but the referee say play on.
No, free kick.
Free kick at last to Inter, yeah.
Yeah, free kick to Inter Milan in a dangerous area. Can Inter Milan maximize this one? And the culprit is Kevin De Bruyne. And I think the referee got it spot on.
The first one was for Akanji. You know, he sold it to Akanji, but the referee did not blow. Then Kevin De Bruyne now, you know, went on the second player there, and he was caught on it.
So free kick to Inter Milan. He can right there, standing next to the ball. Can they convert this one? Can they take this one home? Can they make this one count for Inter Milan in the cross into the box? And oh my goodness, offside against Inter Milan.
It's looking intense right now. The both sides are really bringing the game to the opponent here. Look at that bit. Oh,
rightfully so, it was an offside. Rightfully so. Offside it is against the Inter Milan defender right there. Bisek, if I'm not mistaken. Bisek, if I'm not mistaken, right there. So 32nd minute it is in this encounter so far. Simone Inzaghi now is on his feet. Now the pressure is eating, and it's becoming more tight. It's becoming more difficult to see any team getting a goal in this encounter. So far, they really need to step up and own up, and hey, maybe bring another glory day to their fans, and bring celebration to them in this one. Champions League, it is history is about to be written, and whose name will be written in gold is still left to be seen right there. Long pass forward for De Bruyne to chase. He gets this one, returns it straight to his teammate Viado. Viado will find Rodri. Rodri will link up play with Akanji. Rodri, a Ballon d'Or contender for this season. And Savio will cut in. Oh, but it was intercepted by Marcos Thuram right there, and Barella with that swift move. We beat one, beat two, and running into space with the ball. And still Barella fouled, and it's the yellow card for the Man City player right there.
Yeah, yellow card for the Manchester player right there. Yeah, deservedly so. And that yellow card is to who?
Diaz.
Is to Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah. It's to Ruben Diaz, and that was the referees, right? This should be the second yellow card of the match or the first?
Yeah, I think it should be the first, if I'm not mistaken. First yellow card of the evening for Man City. So it's game on in that encounter. 34th minute it is. You can see Guardiola right there sitting, the pressure eating up, mounting on the Spanish coach right there. So Man City has a free kick in the center of the field. It will find Besic on the right. We return it back to Akan, who will set a long pass for his teammate to chase, but went straight down to Ederson. Ederson now will link up play with Akanji right there, who will find Rodri. Rodri, the Man City midfielder at this point in time. The Man City midfielder set it up back for Akanji. Akanji trying to push the game forward for Manchester City in this one. So Viada will link up with Grealish down the left, who's trying to attack into a dangerous area in the final third. Can they do something with this? Yeah, returns it back to Lewis. Lewis will find Savio down the right. Savinho with the ball returns it back to Akanji. Akanji returns it back to Diaz. And with the way it is, it's a very, very difficult defense lineup to break down for Man City. Inter Milan holding their own in this fixture so far. And a long pass for Akanji aimed at Bernardo Silva of the Portuguese forward right there, and we return it back to Rodri. Rodri find Lewis straight to Savio, who attack down the right, runs into the box, and he cross into the box, and was blocked. De Bruyne will touch it down for his teammate, but Marcos Thuram intercepts that one. Still in dangerous area for Man City. Savio won all of an addition for Man City this season. He has been really important for Man City so far.
Wow, the Brazilian. Sometimes I just wonder the kind of eye Guardiola have for people.
My goodness, that was a good attempt from Erling Haaland. Kept the keeper rooted to one spot, but couldn't pick his attempt on
Please, to all our viewers, this is a public announcement, please. We are appealing to you, please don't spam on our page. If you do so, we will report you to Facebook. If you do so, we report you to Facebook. Please don't spam on our page. Don't send any link to our page, please. If you want to advertise anything, please call the number on the screen and we will do that with you. Please don't spam on our page. We will report you to Facebook. Take this as a warning and as the final warning. Thank you.
So, game on in that encounter. Rodri with the ball right now. We find Erling Haaland up front. Erling Haaland will link up play and find Bernardo Silva down the right. One man supporting him will be Savinho, who has been one hell of a player on this right hand side, now cut into the box. And this guy is very silky on the ball. Brazil has a talent of their own. And a cross into the box.
Oh!
Bernardo Silva couldn't convert that one. Erling allowed to foul Bastoni right there of Inter Milan. So free kick to Inter. It is 37th minute of that encounter.
Yeah, 37 minutes of that encounter. What a game. This is what they call Champions League, and it is actually living up to expectation. Yeah, it is actually living up to
You know
expectation.
what Bernardo Silva did is what Yoruba will call Olago.
Olago, meaning what?
Meaning he miskilled the ball.
Okay, okay.
So, you know, when you wanted to shoot and you just, you understand. So if the viewers don't understand, you can get a Yoruba translator.
Olago.
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 Yes.
Okay, I know that lagoon is sweat.
Olago means
Lago.
that
Ago is bottle also.
He kicked the space
Kick the
instead
space.
of the ball.
Okay.
So.
All right, the match is in up, and if you look at it, Manchester City dominated possession in this encounter by 62%, while Inter Milan is having 38% of the ball possession in this encounter. Goal attempt has been like a balance, but not too balanced, where we see Inter Milan had more a goal attempt than Manchester City in this encounter, 7-6.
Yeah. When you look at it, they've been very, but they've not been clinical.
The little possession they have, they've been
what
direct.
happened is Man City having this possession is opening them up to make mistakes at the back. So when you see like that, and I think that's one thing that is affecting them. And De Bruyne in a dangerous area, and he will cross the ball, but was deflected off for the goalkeeper to take that one easily. So 39th minute in that encounter so far, still 0-0, straight to the game between PSG and Girona. 38th minute it is in that one, and PSG still 0, Girona 0. PSG keeping Girona at bay, keeping them defending so far in that encounter.
Yeah, talking about Girona, who are the debutant in this encounter, keeping PSG up this time, goalless. They've not been able to score, and they are actually giving a good account of themselves at this point in time. Do you see them going far in this Champions League?
Yeah, I think they can go far because they don't have that so-called ego-centric players again that would distort the dressing room and all. Now they only have guys. Some wants to win, some wants to just build up on their career. Talented guys who can do the job for them. So, and I think that it's actually a good one. A bunch of talent, loads of talent in finishing. You could do better from that finishing, honestly. So, Erling Haaland will control this one and release Grealish to attack down the left. Grealish dribbles into the space, but it was fouled by Bissett. So free kick to Man City it is at this point in time. When Grealish joined this setup, it was like Guardiola deployed this guy. But looking at the way he's performing right now, it looks like he has the heart of Guardiola already.
Guardiola have a way of imposing his ideology into this player, and before you know what is happening, they start playing.
You don't have a choice. It's either you play his way or leave Man City. So that's just how it is. So they just have to do the needful. You don't play like the way he wants you to play. You leave the club. So. And one thing is, you can't argue with results. You can't argue with results. When you look at the success rate he has had, you can't argue with him when he's telling you to play a certain kind of way. The players that tried it, they didn't wait to get the answer sheet, the results.
That is where you know a good coach. All right, again, for the second time I'm announcing this, please don't spam on our page, please. Don't send any link. If you want to do anything, if you want to advertise your product or your business, please call on the number in front of our screen, and so that we can discuss what you actually want. But please don't spam on our page. Don't send any link, otherwise we'll report you to Facebook, and we'll also delete you from our page. Please take this as a warning and as a very serious one. Thank you very much.
And that was a good attempt from De Bruyne, but Akan was there to clear any danger that might come from it. It looks like De Bruyne looks injured or something right there, and Gundogan is already warming up. And looking at this midfield, you have Rodri, you have De Bruyne, you have Gundogan, you have Kovacic in the middle. My goodness. And you give them to Guardiola to manage. Really, really wonderful time.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, let's see what 90 minutes we bring in this encounter. So far, so good. Not too bad for Manchester City. They've been creating chances. The two teams have been creating chances, but they've not been able to score here in this encounter. And right now, it is 4 minutes. Let's just say 1 minute left to the end of the first half, and no goal has been scored by either side in this encounter.
Yeah, it's just Celtic that have gotten a goal in all the
Yeah.
8 p.m. round of fixture. It looks like we won't get as much goals as we got yesterday.
Yesterday was a harvest of goal. In
Harvest
one match, we had 11 goals, 9-2. And today we are still struggling for one goal, just one goal in four matches.
No, not.
It's
4 matches.
But if we say we want to count everything to the 6-1, the other match ended 3-0. So if we want to add it together, that was the game between Spartak Prague versus Salzburg, 3-0. So far so good, just 4 goals for today in 6 matches.
In 6 matches of not like yesterday, where even the first round of fixture already gave us 7 goals.
Yeah.
So we just hope that this round of fixture will begin to lit up as soon as possible.
Yeah, we just hope so. And let your men, wherever you are watching us from, you can send in your location to our page here. Let us know where you are watching us from, and let us know what your thoughts are in this encounter between Manchester City versus Inter Milan versus and then between Paris Saint-Germain versus Girona. Whatever your thoughts are, you can share it with us. Let us together discuss about your thoughts in this encounter.
Inter attacking right there. That was a good attempt from Carlos. Oh, he couldn't cover that one. He took it, Ederson had to save that one. He took it very well down the left in the box. Took it down, and Ederson had to go down fast enough to save that one. You can see the frustration on the faces of Simone Inzaghi. He knows that this is a very, very difficult kind of fixture, so you need to take your chances as soon as they come.
Yeah, you need to take your chances as soon as they come, but they have to settle for a corner kick here in this encounter. About to be taken, and for the third time, Inter Milan corner kick quickly taken. Anybody there? And then return shot. Oh, that one went way high above the crossbar there into the crowd there. That was a very high one there, and you can see Inzaghi, disappointed there with that shot. And I think the referee has blown the end of the first half in this encounter. So far so good. 45 minutes have come to an end, and no goal to either side in this first half.
Yeah, no goal either side. So far 1 minute additional time, also no goal in the game between PSG and Girona too. And I think that we've seen football on display, but the two teams has not been clinical in front of goal. And it's so funny having a team that has Haaland, and you are mentioning not clinical in front of goal in that conversation. Yeah. But sometimes football is like biscuit. You don't know what will happen at the end of the day. So
and again, apart from being biscuit, like the kind of striker Haaland is, we saw him scoring hat-trick twice this season. In 4 games played, out of those 4, twice he scored hat-trick, and in the remaining one he scored also. So almost every game he has scored for Manchester City. And I was saying that Haaland is a very good striker, but there are teams that know how to cage him.
Not about caging.
Yeah.
Haaland has not gotten into play. There's still second half. If you talk about caging, that means the player is not in on the game. Maybe it was marked, but Haaland is not marked.
Like what I'm trying to say, that a player who know how to stop him from scoring, if that's the language.
And one thing that Haaland, I don't think any coach has successfully been able to stop him from scoring. All they just do is maybe he missed chances, limit the number of balls that gets to him, or maybe on his own day, maybe he was. There are days whereby it will be wasteful. The first season he came, he didn't score against Chelsea. What happened the following season? Bang. It's just something that comes with the flow of the game.
So among these players now, the likes of Erling Haaland and the likes of Mbappe, who is also gradually scoring, Vinicius Junior, this player, they are in their early days of football. Do you think any of these players can actually equal or get above Ronaldo's 900 goal in all career?
I think Haaland is on the way to that. If he stays at Man City maybe for 9, 10 seasons, I think that record is under threat. But when you look at his age, look at the age of Ronaldo when he was at his own age. And when you look at it now, if you look at the way and the trajectory technology is going and improvement in all these things, you look at it that players will tend to even play into their 40s now. Because of technology, advance in health, advance in medicine and all those things, dieting and all those things. So I still think that Haaland, Mbappe are some of those guys that can, meet up. And there's a guy too in the Real Madrid setup now that nobody's talking about, Hendrick. He has scored a lot of goals in Palmeiras, Brazil. Now,
okay, the one that replaces Mbappe sometimes.
The one that comes on for him.
Mbappe, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
He got a goal yesterday too.
Wow. And the funny thing is that the shortest time he come into that game, he gets goal. Sometimes Mbappe stays for a longer period of time, he struggle to get one.
It's not every time. Sometimes Hendrick comes on and doesn't get a goal.
But most time he gets.
If you will see.
From most time, yeah. For most time I watch him, he gets goal.
I think the only goal he has gotten in the La Liga so far was the first time he was substituted to come. And
second time also, he got a goal also.
His Champions, no, it's just one La Liga goal and one Champions League goal now for Hendrick. So I think he's gradually growing into the setup.
All right, let's look at the end of the first half. What the stats read in this the end of the first half here. The possession for Manchester City dropped to 60%, while Inter Milan percent increased to 40%. Yeah, that means they've actually closed the gap when it comes to holding the ball. Then we talk about the goal attempt. It's still Inter Milan who had a better share of the goal attempt here. They had 10 of the goal attempt, and Manchester City had 9. Yeah, shot on goal, 2 for either side. Yeah. Then we talk about the numbers of corner kick here. 3 corner kicks for Inter Milan and just 1 corner kick for Manchester City. The goalkeeper saved. Somers saved 2, and Ederson also saved 2. Yellow card. 1 yellow card to Manchester City and none to Inter Milan at this point in time. So that is the stats of the first half. That means these two teams have actually sized themselves very well.
Yeah, these two teams have sized themselves. They've been at each other's throat. They've been close. 2 teams defending very well. Their goalkeepers has been called to action, and that explains it that football, it should not be one-sided. When you look at it, that the 2 teams are creating chances, and I think Inter has more goal attempts than Man City.
Yeah.
10. So when you look, and Man City has the
9
possession.
Yeah, they had the possession 60 to 40.
It's balanced. So, and I think that second half will most likely maybe produce goals for us to celebrate. All
right, let's look at the bench of these two sides. Which of these players do you think the coaches will be thinking to bring in to come change the face of the game? Because in every game there's who they call the game changer, who comes into the game, change the face of the game, bring attract all the goals. And let's see, out of these players on the bench, which of those players do you think can come on in the second half to bring to be that game changer in this encounter? Well, for Inter Milan, we have Aslani on the bench and the Vrij on the bench too. The Gennaro, a goalkeeper, is on the bench. Dumfries is on the bench. Frattesi is on the bench. Martinez, a goalkeeper too from Spain, is on the bench, and the Martinez is on the bench. Mkhitaryan on the bench, and then Pavard from France is on the bench too.
Yeah, Pavard is a defender. Used to play for Bayern Munich. Left their setup to join Inter. But I think later Martinez will be a most likely guy that a most likely Inter player that will join this setup in this second half, because when you look at they've not been clinical in front of goal. Turan has not really done justice to the chances he has gotten, and I think with Lautaro Martinez, who can shoot with both feet, can do better at the end of the day. But good one. And when you look at it, Dumfries too can add some bites down the right, and Frattesi too can add to whatever they have going forward. Mkhitaryan, the former Arsenal player, too can add something in the middle. and at the end of the day, they can all be happy for it.
Yeah, they will all be happy for it. And okay, let's look at the bench too of Manchester City, where we have Carson as a goalkeeper on the bench. Then Jody Mudoko on the bench. Phil Foden also on the bench. Gundogan, the man they say that returned back to Manchester City is on the bench. Kovacic, another midfielder on the bench. McAtee on the bench. Nunes on the bench. Ortega, the third goalkeeper, are also on the bench. And then Stones on the bench. Then Kai Walker, one hell of a defender, also on the bench for Manchester City.
Yeah, I think Foden can come in to do some good job. Not only Foden, there's Kovacic who can come into that middle and make it more interesting. And there's Gundogan, the experienced midfielder himself in that setup. So a lot of guys that can come in and make a difference for this Man City side. But I think and there's Jeremy Doku too, who can add a lot of bite going forward. And one thing that I think that they've not really done well is to replace Alvarez. Because Erling Haaland is a player that can go out injured. Who will replace him in that setup? I can't see any. So I think Man City most likely will go into the market in January.
All right, let's look at the missing player for both sides here. Missing player, we talk about Anatovic is missing here. Is sick, yeah. Then we have Buchanan, that is for Inter Milan. Also, we have shin injury there. Then the Marco is having muscle injury and will not be featuring. Then for Manchester City, we have Nathan Ake, who is having muscle injury, and Bob is having leg injury too. So which of the players do you think they'll miss here? For the whole side.
Really, I don't think they have equal players that can cover up and do even a better job than what they would do on a normal day. So I think they're not really players whereby they are so marquee that they will miss them just like that. So
all right. Talking about Manchester City, one team who are building up a very fantastic record. Unbeaten in open play. 23 matches unbeaten in open play in the Champions League. That is a massive result for them.
Not result, record.
Record for them.
Yeah. So it's one thing that they have been doing at the Etihad. They've made their own. When you look at teams that are really serious about being successful in any major competition, one of the things they do is to make their home their fortress. So they make it as difficult as possible for you to come to their home and get something. And that's what Man City is successfully doing. That's a good one.
All right, talking about these two sides, talking about the coaches, both of them are experienced. Talking about Guardiola, at the point, a lot of people were saying he's one of the best. At the point, people were comparing with Ancelotti, but at the point, some people say Ancelotti is better. And talking about Inzaghi, Inzaghi too is a very good coach. But how will you rate these two coaches with what we are seeing right now on the field of play?
Yeah, I think the two are good top coaches. You can't compare what is at their disposal. One has a whole lot of money to work with, and the other not so much to work with. So two different leagues, but when you look at it holistically, technically and football wise, I think Guardiola is the better of the two coaches. But that doesn't take anything away from Simeone Inzaghi. On his own day too, he's one top coach to reckon with.
All right, one top coach to record with. Talking about this suicide, we saw what is his name? Some of these players here, some of them mentioned in the Ballon d'Or. This place like players like Rodri is there, Erling Haaland too is there. And for Inter Milan, do we have any player there for Inter Milan?
I think Lautaro Martinez
too is there.
So
big names in these two teams. And are we actually getting the quality of play in this game? The quality of play in this game today with these big players so far?
I don't know yet. But if I'll get your question,
Foden is there, but he's on the bench. But Lautaro Martinez is on the bench.
Yeah, the impact will be very clear.
Yeah,
but it has to depend on how clinical they are. Okay, for instance, Erling Haaland is there. Has he gotten a chance in the first half? Yes. Did he convert? No. So I think that he might come to play really.
And okay, now we saw this is where Lukaku was playing before, right? He was playing Inter Milan,
That's two
a loan
seasons ago.
from Chelsea, and right now he has gone to Napoli.
He was there
Yeah,
at first.
yeah.
Went there from Manchester United. Now came to Chelsea, did that press conference. But I think it was really, really a silly thing to do. And Chelsea had to just send him back to that club. And at the end of the day, the relationship with the club sad, really, really bad. And look at it now. Where is he? Found himself in Napoli with Antonio Conte trying to resurrect his career again.
But and he scored a goal in his debut match for Napoli.
He scored a goal. It's a good one for him. They can move on from there and at least do something profitable with it. But at the same time, you just, no matter how talented you are, you need character. Whatever you know how to do, if you don't have character, because you won't have solid, strong relationship if you don't have character to hold them. No matter how beautiful, no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you are, if you don't have the character to keep it together, you will just be like a ball that people are tossing around. Nobody wants to keep you where they are for long.
All right, nobody want to keep you where. Right now, the match is about to commence. Both matches, we can see the players in the dressing room, warming up to come on for the second half of this encounter. But before they come in, let us quickly look at some of the stats in the other encounter, the match between PSG versus Girona. Yeah, that match also have a similar stats with what we saw in Manchester City versus Inter Milan. Yeah, the most especially in terms of ball possession here. Ball possession 60 for PSG and 40 for Girona, just like Man City and Inter Milan. But if we talk about the goal attempt, Girona in the whole of first half had no goal attempt on PSG, but PSG had 6 on them. Yeah. Then if we talk about the shot off goal, yeah, both teams had no shot on goal. Let me talk about shot on goal first. Both teams had no shot on goal. They were just playing, shooting the ball to the fans.
But it was close. There are some that just went. We saw that Marco Asensio zone. We saw the block for on Fabian Ruiz attempt. So it was just close, but not that bad. But I think and there will be a substitution at halftime. I think Savio has been withdrawn. I think for Foden, and Hondogan too will be coming up, most likely for Kevin De Bruyne.
Most likely for Kevin De Bruyne. Now the magicians are gradually coming in for Manchester City.
De Bruyne and Savio out.
What do you think De Bruyne should be going out right now?
He looks injured in the first half.
Okay.
Struggling with his left foot. So I think that's why Hondogan had to come in. And if there's somebody that can replace him very well, it has to be Hondogan. Really, really massive midfielder. I don't still understand why Barca had to let him, because he would have come in big for them. You can just make him a constant in that midfield and keep playing other guys around him. They will grow faster because he's one good leader on the field of play.
Wow. And you can see the introduction of Gundogan and Phil Foden, and you can see the coach Pep Guardiola smiling. Probably have some techniques in his pocket. These guys are going to introduce into the second half. But let's see, we have 45 minutes to play in the second half, and let's see what they bring forth at the end of the 45 minutes of the second half. And the match have commenced. The second half of the match between Manchester City and Inter have commenced, on the ball right now. Send back to the Manchester's goalkeeper Edison, who returned that one to Akanji. And Akanji now with the ball, taking his time, waiting for the Inter Milan players to come out. But hey, they are not ready to come out right now because they are aware of what they can do back now. It is still with Manchester City driving gradually into the middle of the park there. But they've gone to the right flank. Will return again of the goalpost there. And goal kick right now, quickly taken. Not yet with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper taking his time, and send that one to their back line there, and they're trying to build from the left flank of the back line there. Return back to the goalkeeper, and you can see the Manchester City forward line there. being very, very careful not to rush, about being calculative. Yeah, let's see if they can get the ball, and they've driven the Manchester City into their own half, and they have to change that one. But they cannot get their man. No.
So, Inter with the ball right now, Marcus Thuram, but there's a foul on Akan right there in the middle, and the referee will say is a free kick to Inter Milan at this point in time. You can see Simeone Inzaghi thinking deep, looking at some way out, or for Man City, for Inter Milan to actually get something solid from this one, because it's a league format. You need to gather as much point as possible. It's not just a group whereby you think of just getting out of the group. So Soma will find his teammate right there. Still Inter trying to build up from defense to attack, not really playing the long balls this time around, trying to take possession from Man City so that it won't just be total dominance at the end of the day. And so far, they are not doing badly. But hey, whenever they try to build up to the center of the stadium, center of the field, they get to lose their possession as it is right there. So Diaz right there with the ball, and we find Rodri, who was pivotal for Spain winning the Euros. They just concluded the Euros 2024. That was hosted by Germany right there in that one. So Grealish will send it straight to Akanji. Akanji will find Lewis. And one thing you have to look at is the way Lewis has been attacking for Man City. He really finds a way of taking the game to the opponent and really getting the best out of it.
Honestly, you look at him, a very young lad. You know, the way he entered players without respect, you know, he get the ball out of their hand. And most times, sometimes, he dribbles them also. And his passes are very, very accurate. His movement looks so mature. You know, I just give that, give him like 2 years, you will see a different Lewis.
Yeah, I think right now is even a good way to start from, because he is really doing well, and Celtic has doubled their lead 2-0 as it is right now in that one, and Brighton is currently leading 2-1 in that League Cup fixture against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Coventry Tottenham still 0-0 at the 51st minute of that encounter.
All right, let me quickly read the table of the new format, but I'm not going to read all because we have 36 team in one league. That is 36 team on the table right now, but I'm not going to read all of them. So that you begin to understand how the table will look like. We have 36 team, but I'm going to read just the first top 10 in this with the matches played so far, where we have Bayern Munich, who is top of the table with 3 points. 9 goals, and they consider so on goal difference they are having 7, and that is why they are top. We have Aston Villa 2 with second with 3 points too, and plus 3 goals there. And we have Sparta Prague who played today. They have 3-0 defeat there, and they are having plus 3. Liverpool is fourth with 2 goals different there. They are having 3.2. They played 3-1 yesterday. Juventus is fifth, where they have 3.2, but they have 2 goal difference too. Then Real Madrid is sixth, Sporting CP is seventh, Celtic is 8th, but the match is not over yet. So the top 7 is up to Sporting. So that is how we continue to increase, plus and minus with the point. The table will continue to change, and at the end of the 8 games, the first 8 automatically qualify for round of 16.
Yeah, the first 8 automatically qualify for round of 16. The 9 to 24 go in for a playoff. Yeah, for a playoff.
Then the 8, because this time around, they will now go back to the conventional home and away. You understand? Yeah. You play me at home, I play you at home. Then the 8 winners join the already 8 for the round of 16, and they go back to the original type of what they used to do before. In the round of 16. So that is how it's going to play out in this new format. So always stay with Premier Sport Fan Center. We always let you know how it's going to look like. And right now, a player is down there, and it is Grealish. Yeah, that looks like a penalty. He knows how to implicate players there, but let's see if the referee will be giving that.
I don't think it will be a penalty.
Is that not inside the 18 box?
But I think there's a contact. But football is a contact game, so I don't think it will be a penalty. I don't think so. So I think it will just maybe be a dead ball, or no, a restart of play. I think it looks like he's bleeding in his nostril.
At the point, we saw. I don't think it was because of the injury. Guardiola was not using Grealish as much as he was using him before. And he was using more of Doku.
I guess it's just performance based. Managers like Guardiola, one thing, if you want to continue being successful as a man like that, some of them can be very lackadaisical and just not keep giving their best week in, week out. So when you don't give your best, you sit on the bench. And that's the message you just want to pass to everybody, so that nobody feels like, oh, I'm too big for the team, if I don't play, all those ego. So I think it's a good one.
All right, throwing right now to
Inter
Milan.
Yeah, so Bastoni with the ball right now. We will start play. Find his teammate in the middle and sends a long one forward for Teremi to chase. Marcos Thuram gets this one and wins it back from Akonji. We attack down the left with the ball and cuts back into the box, drops it up, and a shot from Barella. But hey, was that a shot or maybe a back pass? And no, Zelinski, not Barella, with that attempt at goal. But to no avail. It looks like a wasted effort right there.
Yeah, it looked like a wasted effort right there. And in the other encounter, Celtic is having a penalty right now. Let's see if they can make it 3 there. If they can make it 3 there against Slovan Bratislava. Yeah, 2-0 in the 56th minute. They're having a penalty. And let's see if they can convert that one.
Yeah, Slovan is a Slovakia team. The top team who won their league last season. And my goodness, how did PSG not convert this one? What is this? Dembele. Terrible finisher of the ball.
Look at that counter. Ooh, they got that one right into the team ball. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper.
Pass the ball. Even if you can't finish.
Oh, it was saved by the defender, not even the goalkeeper.
Yeah, not even the goalkeeper. It was a terrible finish from the young man. So Carlos will attack down the left for Inter, but Rodri has been on him and wins the ball, and the referee says it's a fair play for Rodri right there. Gets the ball back, finds Phil Foden, and it's Lewis attacking down the right for Manchester City as it is. Phil Foden with the ball finds Gundogan, and Man City returns to their suit 1-2-3 touches off the ball. Grealish attacking down the left. We try to take on 2-3 players at the same time. Gundogan returns it back to Gundogan, who finds Rodri. And Rodri straight to Bernardo Silva down the right. Bernardo Silva with the ball returns it back to Manuel Akonji. And Akonji with the ball returns it back to Diaz. And Man City treading dangerously, playing serious island football right there. And if there's a team that can punish them for it, it has to be Inter Milan, as it is.
Yeah, it has to be Inter Milan. And the moment of counter, for the Inter Milan, can they get this one right? Yeah, but there's a confusion between two players and they collided.
There's a collision between two players right there. And I think Barella was hit on the back, and maybe the referee saw it as an infringement. So look at it. I think Viador had to hold him to the ground right there. He has to just take down because if he takes his hands off him right there, it might lead to a very dangerous attack on the part of Inter. So Inter restarts play as it is, 58 minutes in that one. Still Man City 0, Inter 0, and it's PSG going on the attack right now. 57th minute in that one. Dembele attacking and he will shoot. Oh, the keeper grabs this one and grabs it easily. Dembele with finishing is just one of the main things that has been his problem.
Yeah. Even right from the days of when they had 3 players up front where they had Neymar. It wasn't Neymar.
Mbappe. Yeah.
Mbappe. I think there was a
He
point
just
Neymar.
went last
I
season.
think a point they were having.
When he got there, Neymar already left.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Neymar left last season to Al Hilal.
Okay. Okay. At the point they were having Neymar, Messi, and Dembele, right?
Not Dembele.
Who?
Neymar, Messi, Mbappe.
Okay. Neymar, Messi, Mbappe.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said when Neymar came, Mbappe left.
When Neymar came, when Neymar left,
okay,
Dembele came.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So at the point we're having those, and I think sometimes even with those big names, they were still having route of goal. You know, goal. I mean, the goal were not coming like we expected with the big names at that particular point in time. But right now, after Dembele, who else is there? The three up front.
Yeah, there is Barcoli up front for them. There is Colomwani up front. There would the other guy, Carlos, for the Portuguese. I think he's out injured.
Okay, and there's Asensio right now too.
No, Asensio is out. Has been replaced by
he has been replaced. But that, I mean, I'm trying to talk about their forward, their main forward.
Yeah. Their main forward is in between Carlos. I want to remember the
Bacola?
name. No. Bacola? Carlos is injured.
Okay.
Carlos and Kolomwani are the two forward for them this season. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, two forward for them this season. And they have a lot of midfielders who can also deputize as an off-nine. There's Asensio too who can play that forward role too. So I think they were linked with Victor Osimhen, but their sports director came out to say that they didn't really make an official bid. Ocampos said that. They didn't really make an official bid for Victor Osimhen. So
yeah,
transfer sagas.
And so much. Sometimes so much speculation, and if you look at it, you begin to wonder. 80% of those speculations are not true. At the point, a lot of people were saying there was this agreement between Osimhen and PSG. They've almost ended this, and there was so much stories surrounding.
This is it. When you look at it, trends help people to make money. Wow. So some people don't mind lying for it to trend. There was also a story that he wanted 500,000. Meanwhile, it was not true, and many people ran with it. A lot of people, even some people that should be informed, ran with it. That's why when a story breaks, you don't just carry it. Wait for a confirmation. But if you want to carry it, say it as it is. That you are not sure, but this is what you heard. Rather than saying it as if you are so sure, and you now later come back to apologize that it was wrong. No, it's not done that way. Say it as it is. This is what is on ground. It is a rumor, nothing concrete yet.
No, nothing concrete yet. So wherever you're watching us from, please let us know your location. Let us know your location. Let us know your thoughts. And also like our page. If you have not subscribed before, please subscribe to our page. Please. That is the only little way you can help Premier Sport Fan Center to grow. So please subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center. So right now it is still goalless in this encounter. The both encounter here, PSG versus Girona and Manchester City versus Inter Milan. It is still goalless so far. Are we going to see goal today?
Maybe or maybe not. The fixtures doesn't look like we are going to see goals, because they've just been missing a lot of chances right, left and center so far in all these fixtures that we've been seeing this evening. So we've seen a lot of goals yesterday. Maybe we'll take that one, and maybe tomorrow we'll see, because it's a funny feeling that we will now be seeing Champions League on a Thursday now. Really.
And the new format now, there is no Europa, there is no Conference League when the Champions League is being played.
Yeah. I think that one will be a week interval.
Yeah, a week interval.
To themselves. So.
Yeah.
It makes it more fixture filled. You can keep watching football back to back. Midweek games coming up right, left, and center. So, but one thing is just that even in the midst of it, we just always have to create time to rest and revitalize to get the best
Yeah.
out of it. So Barella with the ball right there returns it to Bastoni, who clears that one, took a deflection, and Man City have possession back. So Manu Akanji with this one, Bernardo Silva finds Viadol and takes this one. You know, one thing I love about Viadol is the fact that that was a good attempt by Dembele, but the keeper had to take a strong left out on that one. Look at that attempt again. Look at aiming the far left corner, but he couldn't get it in the back of the net. Fabian Ruiz has been substituted for Neves, and Dohe, Lee, and João Neves are in for PSG to at least maybe.
There is a goal both team to score there. There's about 2.5 there, and there's even over 3.5 there.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Coventry is now leading Tottenham Hotspur.
Wow. What name? Hey. Well, Postecoglou's guys should wake up there. The boys should wake up and do the needful. You know.
Will they wake up? It's a $1 million question right there.
Well, it's not over. How old is the match right now?
I think it's about 78 minutes.
So the same time here?
Yeah, started at 8 p.m. fixture.
Okay.
I think 66 minutes at this point in time.
So they still have more time there. They still have enough time to equalize.
Yeah, but they started the game at the same time. So I think that maybe Tottenham will have one little of a terrible season this time around.
But they played against Arsenal, but they didn't play that badly in that encounter.
But they
against
didn't
Arsenal.
get the result.
Yeah, Arsenal defeated them narrowly. The way I say luckily, you know.
Yeah, you look at an Arsenal that is missing two of their most important midfielders, and you can still capitalize. So I think that means if those guys are around, maybe they'll be defeated hands down. So they didn't make a count, and there's a substitution. Solis and Asprilla are coming on for Girona in that one, and Grealish brought down free kick to Manchester City, 68 minutes of that encounter.
68 minutes of that encounter. 1, 2, 3, 6 teams playing into the Champions League, and we've not seen up to 10 goals. Right now, just 7 goals we've seen. Other matches, Club Brugge, Borussia Dortmund, who got to the
final
of the Champions League, are still struggling against Club Brugge. They're goalless in that, but they are playing away.
Club Brugge, the Belgian team. They've gathered some experience over the years in the Champions League. They are not newbies, so you might observe it that they might struggle at some point in time, but there's still time to still win or nick it at the end of the day. Yeah,
or nick it at the end of the game. And the most surprising one right now is PSG Girona at the 67 minutes still playing goalless in this encounter.
Yeah, many people will tilt towards goals, but it's not happening. Even we don't know if PSG will actually win this one. And surprisingly too, when you look at it for the bookies, many of them will be complaining because many of them will have gone for Tottenham straight winning too. And Tottenham is not Tottenham anything at this point in time.
And there will be so much tearing of ticket.
So much.
All right, wherever you are, anytime you want to book, listen to Premier Sport Fan Center. From our analysis, you will get clue of what. Oh, what a shot saved there by the goalkeeper. Phil Foden from just away from the 16 box there, took that shot there and into the hand of Soma, the goalkeeper of Inter Milan. Was it lucky or he was well positioned?
I think he went to his weaker foot. And look at it, he just struck it once. He couldn't even get time to place that one. So I think Soma saw it and went the right way. Grealish going into the box. Oh, he shoots.
And inside the 18 box now, Foden saying that one. Oh, that has been touched. And the shot there blocked. And right now, it is Manchester City charging up here. Attacking from all cylinder here against Inter Milan. Let's see if they're going to get a goal here with this ferocity they've actually brought to Inter Milan right now in the second half of the game. We've seen two quick attacks here from Manchester City, but there's nothing to show for it. But if they continue like that, definitely they will get a goal.
Maybe they might not get a goal. The Inter can defend very well.
All right, and Celtic just made it 4. Yeah, 4 goals for Celtic at this point in time. What is happening and who is scoring all this goal for Celtic? And there is no brace here for anybody here for Celtic. Different players have scored these 4 goals. Where we have Scales, who scored the first goal in the 17th minute, and in the 47th minute, that is in the second half, Fruhanshi got the second one, and in the 56th minute, Engels got that third one through a penalty kick, and Maeda got the fourth one in the 70th minute there. So nobody has scored a brace. Different players scoring different goals. 4 goals from different players.
Yeah, tempers begin to flare in that game. Man City Inter. There's no goal yet in all the other fixtures except for Celtic Slovan, which we have seen 5 good goals so far in that one. So a long pass forward for Taremi to chase and across into the box, but was headed out by that Man City defender. Erling Haaland will turn right there and will link up with Phil Foden down the right, who keeps possession and still running into space. PSG will cross into the box. Oh, deflected off for a corner kick to PSG. PSG throwing everything they have at Girona, but Girona proving so difficult to break down in that encounter.
Yeah, they've actually given good account of themselves there. They've been doing very well there. Look, from a La Liga team there, they have good defenders there too. They've kept the PSG attackers at bay there, and the corner kick.
Kang with a cross into the box. Oh! That header from Kolomwani just went off target. Very close.
Very close there.
Hondogan will take the corner kick for Man City at this point. It takes it into the box and headed out by the Inter Milan player right there. Still Man City putting pressure. Inter so resilient defending with everything they've got in this encounter. So far, Mkhitaryan takes possession and calms the play, returns it back to his teammate Bastoni, who finds Akan in the middle, who sends it straight to Bishop, and Barella returns it back to Akan, and there is Inter Milan trying to calm the tempo of the game. And one thing I notice is that if you keep the heat like that, Man City will keep lightening up their defense up with attack, and attack. So, and I think calming it down from defense to attack can help them at the end of the day. So that was an harsh tackle by Barella on Grealish, and you can see Guardiola protesting that why isn't there a card for Barella, and I think that should be a yellow card at the end of the day.
Yeah, and Grealish is one joker of a player who do all the damages there. Connie is so corny in nature.
And Dumfries is about to come on for Inter Milan. Bissett is being withdrawn, and Damian also is being withdrawn for Inter Milan at this point in time. So Dumfries, the right back, the Netherlands defender, and Pavard, the former Bayern Munich defender, coming on right there. And that's why it's good to have strength in depth. Look at the quality of guys coming up at the 75th minute of the game for Inter Milan.
Yeah, I think that's one of those questions I wanted to ask. With this substitution in the second half, have there really been change in Inter Milan play so far.
It's just like for like mostly. So it's just practically the way they've started and they've been playing since the beginning of the game. Try to absorb pressure and try to hit on the counter. And they're doing it.
And Borussia Dortmund just scored one against Club Brugge. Yeah, so and it's looking good for them right now. You know, they were in the final last time out, and we've seen them struggle. And that goal was scored by Giltens. Yeah, in the 76th minute of that encounter. That's one hell of an important goal there. They've been searching for that.
And Dumfries attacking down the right. He will cross the ball into the box.
Oh!
Mkhitaryan couldn't convert that one. His attempt went way off target. And look at the way Dumfries attacked down the right. A proper right back, you can just decipher the difference. You can differentiate it from when not an explosive right back is there. Oh, Mkhitaryan had to manage that.
Yeah. It was not.
It was a good chance.
It was a good chance, and it was not balanced. The position, he had two defenders on him. It was not well positioned for that ball. Or just tried his luck there, but he didn't get that one. And you can see
Doku is being prepared to come on for Manchester City at this point in time. So 75th minute of that one in that game is still PSG nil, Girona nil as it stands.
Yeah, PSG nil, Girona nil, and it's Inter Milan who is right now with the ball, passing the ball in their own half there. And can they have a long cross there? No, but decide to drag out the Manchester City line up there, but they refuse to come out fully, and they're just doing their thing, passing the ball around. Yeah, buying some possession there, but possession does not give them victory. What gives victory here is goals. Can they continue like this, and how long will they continue? Back to their goalkeeper Soma with the ball, return that one into the midfield, and again back to their goalkeeper, and two Manchester City players out, and now they decide to cross that one in, but to nobody in particular, and Manchester City got that one, return it back to their goalkeeper Edison. Return that one to the Edison, and then they return back to the back line there to Akanji. Akanji with the ball. So Akanji with the ball continue to run and into the midfield, and they have to continue from there.
Rodri with the ball right now. We find Viado down the left, and Grealish returns it back to Viado. Rodri on the ball right now, returns it back to Diaz. Diaz gets it, and there finds Akonji. Straight switching to the right hand side of the field at this point in time. So Man City lost possession straight away, and Inter will want to maximize it, but Man City wins it back. And recovery rate for Man City is one top thing that has helped them so far in their successful seasons they've been having under Pep Guardiola. Hondogan will link up play down the right for Bernardo Silva. He turns it to Rodri. Rodri with the ball now. Send it straight to Bernardo Silva, who is attacking down the right. Bernardo Silva with the ball right now. And what can he do? He tries to turn at the right hand side of the field right there. He turns it back to Akonji. Akonji sends it back to Diaz. Diaz will find Hondogan, who had to come in deep to get the ball right now. And there the clock is winding down. Clock is ticking as it is. Will Man City get this one? Can they get it over the line? Can they get all 3 points at home? Yeah. Time is telling already, because clock is ticking. There might be not much time for Man City to do the needful as it is. And that's a shot, but parried by Jan Sommer. It seems every time Man City tries to beat that defense, they have Jan Sommer also to protect their blushes. Yeah,
they have them well positioned, and he has been doing a clean job there for his team. And the goalkeeper too has been one of the saving grace for Inter Milan in this encounter. Vidal, got that one, and is gradually becoming a fierce battle between these two sides. Jeremy Joko on the line, about to be introduced in. Yeah, who definitely is going to be. Not Grealish, is Bernardo Silva, who has been substituted for Doku. Do you understand this kind of substitution?
Yeah, I think Jeremy Doku will be on the wings, so I think he will most likely play from the right hand side.
What about Grealish? Where will he be going?
Grealish too will still be operating from where he was. Then they can be switching in play. So it's just, football is not the rigid. One thing about it is that what really exploded football is trying to leave the rigid way of playing football to a more flexible way of playing football. That means you will be seeing teams switching possession, going forward a formation, defending another formation. When they want to hold possession, another formation. They keep tweaking things. Sometimes you can execute as much as 10, 15, 20 formation in a game. Maybe 5 minutes you play like this, 10 minutes you play like this. They're breaking it down into pocket spaces.
And you'll be unpredictable.
Yeah, you have to be unpredictable for you to stay on top for a long time. If you are predictable, you won't stay on top for a long time. That's just how football is.
And it is Manchester City now doing the attacking. Doku from the right wing. Hey, but that one has been cleared for a throw-in to Manchester City.
Yeah, throw-in to Man City. And the guy that replaced Jeremy Doku at Lille, at Rennes, I think, has also moved on to PSG. Doué, the French winger right there. And Akan has been withdrawn in this encounter. He has had a good game, a fair game so far for the Turkish international. He's the Turkish captain, switching sides from AC Milan to Inter Milan. And he has really, really been a solid player for Inter Milan so far. So substitution at the 82nd minute, it is Akan making a way for Fratesi, the Italian international right there. So Inter trying to at least not lose all 3 points, trying to salvage something from this encounter.
So a draw will not be an outright bad result for Inter. I think it's a thing to celebrate to some extent.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but you know that it's not a group setup.
So you need to maximize your opportunity to go top.
It's not a group setup. Had it been is a group setup, you say, okay, coming back to the house, they can defeat Man City. But this one is a league setup, so every point counts.
Yeah.
If you play 8 draws and 8 points, you might be out from the first round of games. You might not make it to even the playoffs. So it's very important. Points all the way. So.
And when you go to somebody's home, you'll be just ready to play fully because you know you're not coming back to your home. Get the maximum point there.
Yeah, try to get whatever it is you can get away from home and at home in that one. So the game between Brighton and Wolves is actually 3-2 at this point in favor of Everton. Ozela.
In favor of Everton, I mean Brighton.
Brighton, sorry, not Everton. Ozela, the new coach of Brighton, the last month coach of the month, really doing good job with Brighton, taking it up from where De Zerbi left off. You just have to give it to Brighton. They know how to replace legs.
Yeah.
When a player moves on, they know how to replace. When a player moves on, they know how to, and they are making one hell of money.
Honestly, and like I was saying, they have, in fact, from the days of Graham Potter to De Zerbi, and right now to Ozela, this coach, just like an average coach that will come to Brighton and become a very big coach.
Brighton is in the Premier League. It's not just an average like that. They are very good coaches, but they don't have the platform to shine yet. So it's about their scouting system. The same way they know how to scout players, they know how to scout coaches. So that's one of the things that has been working for them. And
a beautiful counter here for Inter Milan. Can they make this one this time around? He has one man to beat the driving and a shot into the hands of Ederson, the goalkeeper. And it is Lautaro Martinez, the captain, who was introduced. I think we begin to feel his impact.
Honestly, how did PSG lose this chance again? Colomboani. My goodness. It looks like that fixture is going to end in Paris. And Parisians, the fans, they are not really the patient kind of fans. So they won't be really happy. It seems Dortmund too might be doubling their goal tally at this point in time. So if Dortmund scores that one, that will make it 10 goals for today.
10 goals for today in six game.
Yeah, they made it 2 already. So it's Dortmund 2, Club Brugge 0 at home at this point in time.
And it is the same scorer, the first brace for the day. It is still, but you know, Geltins who got the second one. The first goal, the assist came from Emre Can there. And yeah, so let's see who the assist, who gave the assist for the second goal. That will be made known to you subsequently.
So 86th minute at the Etihad Stadium is still Man City 0, Inter 0 as it stands right now. And Grealish with the ball attacking down the left. He will run it back to Rodri, who sends a long pass to Jeremy Doku down the right, and Jeremy Doku will attack into the box, and a silky pass, but cleared by that Inter Milan defender, blocked right there. But Inter want to pounce on this one, but hey, Man City wins the ball back. And hey, pressure is heating up. The fans wants to see goals, but goals is yet to come. It has been a tight encounter between these two. No wonder the final ended 1 goal to 0.
The final
and the shot went way off target right there.
Wow. Rodri, that was how he scored. I think he scored the winning goal.
Yeah, in the final.
Yeah. From that kind of a position.
But it was on his strong foot.
Yeah.
This one is his weaker foot. So the difference is clear because that strong foot for Rodri is strong.
All right, the assist, the person that got the assist for the second goal in the match between Borussia Dortmund versus Club Brugge, it's Mencha, yeah, he got that second goal, and Celtic have made it 5 in that encounter right now, 5-1. And in favor of Celtic, I think Celtic too will be going top of the table right now.
Second.
Yes, second. They will be going second. Yeah, that's they'll be going second to Bayern Munich. Yeah, so I think it's a good one because they are having a +4 goals right now. That is 5-1. Yeah, they're having +4 goals, so it will be good for them.
Yeah, it will be good for them for now.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can keep it up and keep raking in the necessary points. In that one,
but I think it is better for them to get to the top 8 because it is safer. You play lesser match even because the away home, the first one you out of it, so you have to rest.
Yeah,
so it is. So to me, this format is also beautiful.
Let's see the impact on the players first, so that we don't start seeing players going out with ACL, and if it gets to an alarming rate, because the players are complaining already that whenever they want to take decision, they are the last people they consider. Meanwhile, they are the ones who will play the matches. So I think UEFA and FIFA too have to just come together and find. Look at this chance that Hakimi lost.
Oh, even the goalkeeper was lucky to save that. Look at that. He never saw it coming. It was his leg, but his leg is part of his body anyway, you know. And right now, Manchester City now taking the ball to Inter Milan. Drive through looking from the right wing. Can he beat his men? 3 men on him. He tried to drive red cross into that 18 box there. Anybody to take that one though, but Man City will not want to shoot from there. That kind of position. He beat his man. Tried again, draw back outside the 18 box, but again a cross into the 18 box. Anybody? Hey, header there! Oh. Again into the hands of the goalkeeper, and it was Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan with that ball. Look at that header. He couldn't. Really placed that one. Look at that cross straight to the goalkeeper where the goalkeeper was, and the goalkeeper had an answer to that one. Look at even Guardiola almost headed the ball with him.
From outside.
Yeah, it's the pressure. It's not for the weak. Yeah, it's not for the weak at all. Yeah, look at him trying to say like he could have done it like this. So.
All right, Guardiola, you know, it's part to me. It's like it's one of the players playing outside.
Yeah, and one thing is for you to be able to really understand your players on the field of play. Sometimes you need to play with them. When you play with them, you can easily get where they are struggling or not. Not that you just sit down, fold your leg, and just think that you can really. So when you see those coaches, look at those coaches shining. Ancelotti, Guardiola, Arteta, they are managers that they virtually play with it. You saw Enzo Maresca when Jackson lost that golden chance against Crystal Palace. It was look at how it was needed that as if it was the one that lost it. So you see, good coaches, top coaches, when you play with your team on the field, your mind is with them. You can easily get where the fault is and fix it for them.
All right, it is a corner kick to Manchester City right now. 90-minute regulation time over. Normal time over. Let's see what additional time the referee will be having. Corner quickly taken, and can they get a last minute goal here? It is a moment for a counter. That is for Inter Milan. But hey, look at the goalkeeper Ederson almost in the center circle. But hey, that one has been taken care of by Manchester City midfielder, and they decide to go to the right wing. Yeah, you can see an option from Jeremy Doku, but he decided to go deep. But he has been disposed of the ball, and Inter continue to attack.
Yeah, Inter attacking right there, trying to turn defense into attack is what Inter is trying to do. But hey, lost possession again. It will be a throw-in to Man City. You can see the urgency. First minute of additional time already. It is 4 out of the 4 minutes added by the center referee today. It won't be maybe 15 minutes like we saw sometimes last season. But this one looks more or less 4 minutes. And I think it's spot on by the referee. No goal celebration. And at last, PSG crossed the line.
Oh, they got the goal at last. Girona.
At last, PSG did the needful. And they will celebrate that one.
Late dramas. 90th minute, they had to wait for 90 minutes before they got the goal against Girona in this encounter. And it's a penalty for Dortmund against Club Brugge in the other encounter. And that one is in the 93rd minute of the game. And a corner kick quickly taken by Manchester City. Late dramas in the Champions League. Will there be one late drama here in this encounter between Manchester City versus Inter Milan? Yeah, 2 minutes play into the additional minute here. We have 2 minutes left to be played in this encounter. Yeah,
again. That was a golden chance.
That was a golden chance. And you can see Guardiola, his spit never dry from his mouth.
It's just the pressure. Look at Gundogan. Just direct the head down target. Look at it. If it was Haaland there, my goodness.
Sometimes I begin to wonder, but why Guardiola want to use a short man?
And it's the final whistle in that one. Man City 0, Inter 0, it ended.
Wow. What a day, what a game. Though there was no goal, but it was an interesting match.
Yeah, really interesting match. And so funny that Inter Milan, I said Inter, PSG got the goal at the death, and Tottenham too got the win at the death.
Wow. What a day, what a game. So we have seen the final result. So what are your takes? What do you have to say, to this
game of football, sharing the spoils, they both deserve it. And I think they can share the spoils. Asabi and Alan talking, you held my shirt, I held your shirt. It's just the one on the field of play. So. A draw, they will manage it. They need to do well next game.
All right, we have a message here from Yinka Leke at the say, great match, but the defense are so tight tonight. Yeah, of course, the defense are too tight, and that is why there is clean sheet for both sides today in their first match of the 2024-2025 Champions League season. Then big teams like City and PSG haven't been able to find the back of the net despite huge effort. Then also he said City has chance to score, but obviously Inter Milan is not going to hand it over on the platter of gold.
Yeah, nobody gives you victory on the platter of gold. You just have to work for it.
You have to work for it. And also the last message is congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain for getting the late victory against Girona today. All message from Yinka Leke at Debuji. Thank you very much wherever you are. Thank you for sending in this message. So Thank Thank you for coming to the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
And to our viewers, thank you for staying tuned with us. And that is how far we can go for today. But don't forget to join us tomorrow. Tomorrow, another big one. It is the Europa champions, Atalanta versus. Do I say the runner-up? There's no runner-up in the second. Let me say the second.
Yeah,
on the
second
table.
to none.
Yeah.
Quarter to success.
All right, the second to none, like the way Yemi call it. That is Atalanta versus Arsenal tomorrow. Match by 8 o'clock, and we'll be having Monaco versus Barcelona. And Ansu Flick, the magician, gradually if you continue like this, he's going to put his name in one of those best managers.
Let him continue first.
Let him continue first.
Yes.
You are doubting his
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
Injuries will soon set in, so then the reality will come to play.
All right. Thank you for staying with us. And bye bye to our viewers.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye and see you tomorrow.